Hey, how are you? Well, my name is Sean Leroy, and this is the Day 5 Part 2. To get you up to speed if you're not already, this is essentially me recapping my journey pursuing a career in the entertainment industry as an actor from ground up, mid 2009 to current August 2017. Overcoming drug addiction, alcoholism, homelessness, in the hopes that some of my experiences or things that I may have learned or gone through can help someone else out there in some way or other. 2013, 29 auditions, 21 jobs, 13 of them were principal or some sort of speaking or something of that nature, 57 promo jobs, and the end of December, La Soiree, which was like, freaking 3 days, 4 days, 5 days a week. Some of those days doubles, but it was an awesome experience. Okay, so crowdfunding. We ended at crowdfunding with Author Unknown, the screenplay that I wrote. It came down to the crowdfunding. I first approached the Bowery mission because I was hoping that I could collaborate with them on this, at least because of the positive spiritual message that the story has. But they weren't interested, and that's okay. That's fine. So I had to move forward to trying the route of crowdfunding. I think I kind of know what hell is like now. It was the worst. It was the worst, but most bestest learning experience. I did have a lot of belief and faith in this project and this crowd, this funding venture. I was going for 37,000. In the end, only made 750. It was enough for the business proposal, though, not all the work that was put in. Went to the seminars, read books, watched things on it, tutorials on the whole idea, the concept. I built everything, the paperwork and the strategy. Got my people, got my team together. They worked their ass off, and it kills me that I was unable to pay them and compensate them for their time, but the money didn't come in for me to be able to. What happened around October, it was on my birthday, I found out that PayPal was not working properly through Indiegogo, the site that I was using. It was not processing Visa cards, and it was something that I don't know if they found out about it when I called or if they knew about it before, but they told me that there was a glitch in the system. They weren't sure how long it was happening for, but it was, I believe they said, at least over a week, and I only had 45 days for this crowdfunding. So they said that they would fix it. They never did fix it properly the whole way. They did eventually toward the last week of the campaign, I think, which in turn caused me to lose momentum, thousands of dollars, because there was a lot of donations that were supposed to be coming in that were not showing up. So that turned into a big thing. Happy birthday. The government had a government shutdown in that same vicinity. So people, businesses, corporations I was targeting and reaching out to, obviously it was not a good time to give up their money or anything of that nature. So my most unwise way of approaching that was I took off 3 months. I did not work except for on the campaign. And it was nice, enjoyable environment because I went down to the river. So I basically worked on the river for 3 months outside in the park on the grass with my laptop because there was open Wi-Fi, and I could do certain things like that mobile, aside from shooting the trailers and stuff like that, which also was mobile. But I didn't make any money, and I ran through all my money for the campaign. All the money that I had saved up and that I was positive I would get back, within everything, all the work that was put in, didn't. So I was at somewhere around $300 in my bank account. And, going through this experience was kind of that tipping point for me. And during that whole time, though, I wasn't eating again. I was losing weight again. I was living off basically bone broth. The cook on the stove for 24 hours, bone broth, to get the nutrients and from the chicken bones and everything else, vegetables, skins and stuff I was putting into it. Prior that moment, that break in things, I had taken the greatest loss of my life. My girl at the time also left, but given the way that I was and how I was acting and the way that I was reacting to life, and was very, very unhealthy for myself, for anybody near me. And nobody has any right to put up with any of that. But it was fucking the worst damn time, and I swear to you, my therapist put me on a mandated work leave, because of just where I was emotionally, psychologically. I was watching myself lose I was watching everything crumble around me again, and I was not taking it very well, because there was nothing I could do about it. I did find a way, but when you worked as hard as I did to get what I had, to lose it all again so quickly, it was hard to take. But within that as well, I was hurting those around me, people in my inner circle. I damaged relationships I've never recovered again because of that. And I wish that there was something I could say that I wish I could have done. I know what I could have done different, but at that time I didn't have the tools or the understanding or the wisdom or the growth or the maturity to understand. I didn't have those tools. So if there was any kind of, anything I could offer on hindsight, is the only thing I did do right was I continued to keep a connection and a link with my therapist, a person that I trusted. Because if you don't trust the person, you're not going to be able to open up. You're not going to really be able to be 100% transparent with what's going on with you, inside of you, outside of you, what you're going through. And as embarrassing and humbling and shameful of an experience as it is, doing that, I give you 100% guarantee that you will thank yourself years down the road, next year, months later, depending on where you're at and what your situation is, that you did it. And I wish I'd have done it more. You know what? I'm going to give myself a break on this one. I was lost, and I was in a situation I didn't know how to swim in. But today I'm glad that I understand things the way that I do, or better than what I do. So something I like to think about is, wisdom comes from foolishness. So if you feel like you are foolish, or you're doing some dumbass things, or you just can't get it right, or you're not getting it right, then at least, there's that sunny side of it, that you're gaining wisdom, and that's something that's so much greater than knowledge. Knowledge can be taught, wisdom cannot. So you're getting something huge. Just don't stop pushing. Anyways, I think that's about it, and I'll catch you on the next day. All right. 1.